Hello everyone, Carnage X Viper here, now Platinum in Overwatch. All the games, unfortunately, to get there got all corrupted, so unfortunately I cannot show you those, but here is my first game after promoting to Platinum. And in this game I wanted to show you, as we pause it right here to look at the team comp, I wanted to show you guys, in this game, the importance of hero swapping especially. Now, here's the team comp. I was actually playing with my buddy, Android 16. He was allowing me to take the damage role in this one, so he too was a flexible player. He could play everything, and he just decided to go with an off-tank Hammond. But the team comp consists of enough healing with Mercy and Moira, plenty of damage in Junkrat and Genji, and a shield tank and an off-tank. The only problem is if we run into a Pharah, we don't really have what we need to deal with her, so I'm already aware that if they have a Pharah, I will swap to Soldier 76 or McCree or Ashe or somebody that's a hit skinner. But in the meantime, let's continue the game here. So I decided to go with Genji just to kind of have enough mobility, and Genji is pretty good at this map. He can poke from a lot of ways, get on top of the middle and, poke. And right there they have a Mei, so that's already one counter for Genji. I'm well aware of that. So there's Torbjorn and Mercy, and as Genji, you want to make it a priority to get the Mercy, as I'm trying to do here. But unfortunately, I got killed by Hanzo there, and that Hanzo was good. He was really good. I cannot deny that they had a good Hanzo on their team, as he's trying to take me out again here. So 16 does take out one of their tanks, and unfortunately, I'm in a bad spot, and I go down again. So I'm not really consisting. The team, though, does hold up well. Android 16 playing his part, but right now I haven't really played mine too much. So I decided to still give it a shot, because I am halfway to getting my ultimate. And you guys can hear me talking in the background. I always record my communications when I do that, just so that, to show the importance of communicating as well. Right here, I'm just poking to get some ult charge. Our Mercy was doing really good at healing and rezzing when she needed to. And right here, we get a nice Earth Shatter, I believe, but Torbjorn is there to cover that with his ult. And right there, it looks like we might just go down here, as, we're just poking, and I know there's still a Hanzo I gotta deal with. But right there, I call out the res. Unfortunately, Torbjorn is killing me. So I'm already aware that I have to switch heroes, but since I have Dragon Blade, I can't really do that yet. But I am aware that if I don't switch, we could lose this round here, because I am just getting my can kicked by Torbjorn and Hanzo. Because these guys were working with 3 damage, and Mei, Torbjorn, and Hanzo. They only had 1 tank, and Reinhardt. Right here, I nearly pay for that, climbing up that wall, get frozen by Mei. Right here, I'm just using my ult because I want to switch heroes. Don't really get anything out of that. Alright, so right here, I'm just looking to die, and again, I get killed by Hanzo. And I decide to go Pharah because they don't really have the... they don't really have a hit skin hero. So, but I do need to be careful of that Torbjorn's turret. That's the one thing I got to be careful with in using Pharah against Torbjorn. His turret can definitely shoot you down. But right here, the other team's working to get ahead of us, and they do eventually. But right here, I do a nice little flanking run, take out their Mei. But again, this Hanzo is just so good. I cannot lie, this Hanzo was really good. So I definitely had to make him a priority. But again, I end up going down, getting hit by the Hanzo and the turret. So I'm not doing too good in this round. We're definitely not getting you know, ahead because of me. And I know that. I'm pretty aware that I, you know, am not really contributing to the team real well. And it looks like we are going to lose this round, which we do. And I got to take most of the blame for losing the round because I didn't really play my part too well. But we're looking to bounce back here, and I know I got to swap heroes again because Pharah didn't really work in that outside. Now, I just want to pause it right here real quick, right there. I just want to note that when you're swapping hero, when you're playing roles, especially the damage role, just note that you have way more options in heroes than the other roles do. So when you need to counter something that's just kicking your can all game, the damage roles will likely have to be the ones to take it for the team because they've got way more options than the other ones. Like, say, for instance, the enemy team were to go with a Pharah. Well, when it comes to tanks, pretty much only D.Va can stand up to her, or at least give her something to think about. When it comes to support, yes, you do have Baptiste, but support heroes have to prioritize healing, so you can't really expect them to concentrate on doing damage to a Pharah. So that leaves the damage role, and there are a lot of options to taking out a Pharah, but it's not just Pharah that can give you something to think about. There are other heroes that can do it as well. Like if you're going with a triple tank, you might want to go Reaper or something like that. But let's continue this round here. Alright, so I'm thinking of using Ashe. I want to use Ashe, but then I decide, you know what? I need to have more mobility, so let's go Tracer, see how that works. Because Hanzos can have trouble hitting Tracers, even the best Hanzos. Yes, sometimes they can get a lucky headshot, but a Tracer can definitely give a Hanzo and a Torbjorn a lot of trouble. And that's what's been killing me throughout the first round, is the Hanzo and the Torbjorn. Alright, so right here, we already run into the Hanzo, and I get the, me and 16 end up, you know, killing him. He nearly got me there, but I did put enough damage into him to where 16 could finish him off. And right there, I take out the Reinhardt. Now we're starting to contribute.
Alright, I need heals. Thank you.
So our healers are doing their part. I'm making sure to stay close. I'm not really going out too far to away from where I can't get healed, because that's what a lot of flanker heroes like to do, like Genji or Tracer or Reaper. But right here, I noticed that Mercy gets trapped. That was a good trap by our Junkrat, and I end up finishing the kill there. And that definitely is a big pick to start this fight, because they don't really have any heals, and they pretty much have to wait for the next push as we go after Hanzo here, and he doesn't really have that much of a chance. Torbjorn goes down. Their D.Va's out of mech. Yeah, it's not really looking too good for the other team here. But we got to watch out for ults, as we got mine. Meanwhile, these guys try going Tracer themselves, but we have a Brigitte to deal with her, so we're not too worried about that. And Hanzo tries to shoot down my buddy Android 16 as Hammond. But Hammond eventually does go down. That's Android 16's doing there. He was too far out. He should have been back a little more, but it's all right though. We kind of have these guys in disarray. Right here, I eat a Torbjorn ult, and I end up falling off the map trying to get away from it, which I would have probably died anyway. But now we're starting to contribute to the team, and Now, unfortunately, I didn't use all the pulse bombs I used here. I didn't use them that good. That's the only disappointing thing I did in this, as we have to eat a diva bomb, but thankfully we can just rewind. I could have stayed behind the Reinhardt shield, though. I didn't have to waste my rewind. But we are definitely taking the second round because these guys are just falling apart. They don't really know what to do. And yep, that definitely was an easy round. Definitely makes up for the bad first round I had. And Android 16, he was having a good game too. So I can't really take all the credit because Android 16, he was definitely doing his part. And the healers were doing their part. They were really good at healing. They were really good at playing their roles and knowing who to attack.
Tracer can,
but yeah, it all started when I decided to go with Tracer. I was doing the damage I needed to do. I was giving their Hanzo and Torbjorn something to think about. It was being very irritating. And yeah, chances are we would have lost that match if I didn't swap Tracer. Because you know a lot of people who play the damage roles, they just stick with one hero regardless of how the game's going, and chances are they get countered on and they still won't swap. But the idea is you want to swap to counteract what the other team is doing. But right here we don't really get off to a good start as we lose our Junkrat. But right here I got to take out this Mercy. Maybe it'll swing the fight around as we get a pick on their Reaper, and I do get the Mercy. Their Mercy wasn't really that good because she definitely could have a Guardian Angel. Right here they try McCree. He goes down, but unfortunately the rest of my team is down too.
Oh my god, the Torb turret.
And we end up going down here. We do lose that fight, but Torbjorn and May are the only ones left, and our Junkrat can easily take them out as long as he's careful. But right here we got to get there fast before the other team starts to get there. And by now they are getting there, and they have already capped the point. So right here I see someone flanking left. It's Torbjorn. If I can take him out, we might have a chance at this fight. But Torbjorn uses his Molten Core, which gives him extra armor and health. And Tracer really can't shoot through armor well, so it wasn't really a fight I tried doing. Right there I just randomly tossed the Pulse Bomb, which I was trying to get the Mercy rezzing, but I, failed at doing that. But right now, Torb's still giving me a lot of trouble since he's got his Molten Core up. And Torb's ultimate kills Moira and a tank. And then it goes down, and then Junkrat goes down, and this is a losing fight here, so we're pretty close to losing this one. But right there I was going to take out the turret, but I hear a Reaper coming. Definitely couldn't take him on. Right here, I shouldn't have let him get that health. I should have picked it up. I might have been at full health, but so it wouldn't have mattered. But again, Torbjorn with his Molten Core is not really letting me do much. But right there, we do get a May. We do get a pick. I'm looking for Mercy. There she is. She's not Guardian Angeled. She gets stunned. And our Brigitte finishes the kill.
I'm going to see if I can go get him. He's dead.
Alright, so we end up cleaning out the other team, but we gotta just be careful of ultimates. So they do switch to a McCree here to try to counter Tracer.
Sounds like they're coming left side, bottom left.
And you can hear me saying they're coming left, bottom left.
Yep.
And they're definitely coming that way as most of them push. Reinhardt pushes too far and he pays the price there. But right here, I was trying to time my blank, but I was too late, and I end up getting taken out. But I do call out that he's low, and Android 16 as Hammond finishes the kill. So way to be aware of what your teammates are telling you. He was really good at listening. He was really good at just, you know, swapping roles when he had to. But he didn't. But he was playing a real good game with Hammond, so he didn't need to swap any roles or heroes. So right here, again, I'm looking for their Mercy, because I know if I kill her, we have a good chance of winning. Anytime you're playing flanking heroes, you always want to go for the support. Right here, looks like it's not looking too good, and I freaking just I accidentally pressed my ultimate button, and there goes the pulse bomb. And it looks like these guys are going to take it, but we still have 3 heroes contesting, now 2. It's Reinhardt and Brigitte, but Reinhardt takes out 2, so all is not lost yet. Good job by Brigitte to stand tall. I'm looking to take out Mercy, and I do. She didn't Guardian Angel again. I mean, that Mercy could have easily gotten away from me had she Guardian Angel, but she, for whatever reason, wouldn't do it. So now we got Torbjorn, who goes down to the Fire Strike. Now there's this Tracer running around. Again, they were trying to counter me, but so far McCree's only killed me once. Down goes Tracer. McCree is using High Noon. He's about to go down. Now it's Reaper and Mercy. We do get it. A game that looked like we could have lost, definitely should have lost in some cases, but we do end up winning. So again, if I had stuck with the heroes I was using in the first round, which was Genji and Pharah, we very likely, there's a good chance we lose this this game. And props to the healers, prop to Android 16. They had a really good game throughout. And yeah, the team did their part, and I eventually did mine, and that's what we did. But anyway, guys, I also wanted to show you guys my rank here. This was after I played. It's 25-14, and as you can see, Android 16 added me as a friend.